a lot of that color, so I know that you're affiliated, right? It's a joke. It's a joke. Hey, somebody broke into my car last week. Or when I gave you that book at the beginning of this unit 3 weeks ago, and it was shiny and it was new, and now it looks like gremlins have feasted upon all of it. And it looks like you have actually shat upon it. What happened? Sweet child, I need you to stop being the way you are. Just for like the next 2 weeks. You hate me right now? Yeah, me too a little bit, honestly. This is excessive to be teaching right into the middle of June, but here we are. Yeah, of course you can go to the bathroom. Why did he run like that? Y'all are almost sophomores. You need to tamper that down. I know that you use ChatGPT. You used the word indubitably. Why don't you tell me what that means? You don't know. Indubitably. Who's ready for some summer learning? Me. Why are you being so loud? Oh, high school, are you sick? High school's hungover. I, however, metabolize my poison effortlessly. So, middle school, you might have a problem. To be your problem. What? What? Oh, I'm not hungover, okay? I just get sick at the end of every single school year. It's like my body just shuts down the second a student tells me that I've had any kind of meaningful impact on their lives. They told you that? No, of course not. But, you know, hypothetically, if they had. Have you guys redecorated your rooms yet? I can't help myself. I literally was gone for like 1 day and then I came back in and just redid everything. I can't help myself, you know? I just f with a Cricut machine. Elementary. I like that energy. I think I'm gonna be sick again. One of my students that he needed to actually open his book and read it. And he said, "Don't worry, miss, I'm about to get balls deep in this book." I had a student teacher one semester, and as he was leaving, the other class was coming in, and one of the girls said, "Damn, Walmart Matt Damon can get it." I told one of my students to have a seat and stop talking, and she said, "I should have a seat and fix my wig," because it was slipping. I had a student that wanted to fist bump me every single time I saw him, but then I would, you know, every time I would go and he would go and then he would say whites rights right before I did the bumping of the fist. And so then I stopped fist bumping him naturally. And he said that me not fist bumping him was racially motivated because he was Black. Tahini is like a chili lime powder that my students used to eat all the time. And there was one day where a kid cut a line of it on his desk with like his student ID card. And then he proceeded to snort the entire line without breaking eye contact with me. Just school provided us crayons, but they were exclusively rose art. I think that makes sense. The superintendent gives big rose art energy. Ooh, ooh. Oh, hey middle school. Glad you could join us. It's nice to be appreciated. What up? Where's your notepad? A notepad. All I have is this. And also this. They sent us an email telling us to bring a paper and a pencil. Oh, I don't open my email until the contract starts. But technically, our year started a full hour ago. I forgot my password. I couldn't really remember if it was Skibidi69 or Chop67, and then I got locked out before I could figure it out. Why would you even use that password? I don't know, after a while it becomes kind of the only thing that pops into your brain. Huh. Special education, why are you stretching? Oh, well, because when they give us the gift of time later, I'm gonna use those 7 minutes to go and do hill repeats to get ready for my elopers that are in my class this year. And also update IEPs and write new ones for the new school year. Special education, how do you already have IEPs? The school year hasn't even started yet. You haven't even met some of your students.
So are you telling me there's nothing in this brownie? Yes, that's what I'm telling you. So if I ate this whole brownie right now, there's no problems. Yes, there's no problems. The principal then proceeded to eat the entire giant brownie.
I have been getting getting a bunch of DMs and emails from people who I'm going to be seeing in Tacoma and Spokane and Irvine and Tempe and Philadelphia and New Jersey, just saying how excited they are to see me in the next month at one of the stand-up shows. And you guys, I want you to know how incredibly grateful I am when you guys take the time and money and energy and all of that to come to these shows. I do not take it for granted, and I'm just so appreciative. So thank you guys for being awesome and for coming to the shows. There's still some tickets left, so if you want to come, please do. But thank you guys for making literally my dreams come true. Hi, here are the ways that my children have humbled my husband and I this week. My husband is bald, and my son went up to him and said, "Daddy, do you have a forehead?" And my husband said, "Yeah, buddy, I've got a forehead." And he said, "Where does it end?" On the way to summer day camp, I told my kids I loved them so much, and they did not respond. And so I said, "Hey, excuse me, I love you." And my daughter said, "We heard you." And I was like, "Okay, hold on a second." She said, "Mama, sorry. I mean, we heard you." My husband was spanked with a kitchen spoon when he was a kid. And so I joked with my son when he was acting feral that I needed to go get the kitchen spoon. "All right, do I need to go get the spoon?" I said, and he looked at me and said, "Why, Mama? Are you gonna eat something?" My son came out for like the 5th time to get another snuggle, and I was like, "That's it. You need to go to your room and get in bed. No more snuggles." And he said, "Mama, you always say that, and you always snuggle." Every single time that I said the word climax while I was trying to instruct my students on plot structure, they would simultaneously and unanimously go, "She." I overheard one of my students talking to another one about the length and girth of another student also in this class, and I said, "Dear God, stop, please." And they said, "You know what, miss, we're sorry. We know you're just trying to live, laugh, love." I had my students doing some work, so I was like walking around and checking on them, and there was one kid that I told to put his phone away like 10 times. And as I walked by, I saw he had his phone out again. I took a deep breath. And his friend next to him smacked him upside the head and said, "Miss is going to turn you into a hashtag if you don't start doing your work." Which I did not say that. But as a get to know you activity, I let my students kind of look around and investigate the teacher and then give me takeaways about what they learned about me. And the way they described my classroom was as a, quote, "wet dream for middle-aged white women everywhere." Rude. Just in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey and Pottstown, Pennsylvania. How are you? Are you guys okay? Because I heard you need a night. I heard you need a night out and away. And I'm going to be coming through July 26th and 27th. I'm going to be doing my stand-up, and I